Hey everyone, how are you today? It's another wonderful day here in Missouri, but we've had a little bit of frost last night. It was 30 degrees and 33 the night before and 30 the night before that, and I was able to save the Yacon and Oka and the Peruvian lima beans till now. And so, take a guess who gets to be harvested today. You got it. We're going to get some monster-sized Yacon. So, let's take a look at what I did. I covered most of them in plastic and newspaper, and these did well until today. When I got up, I had plastic and the sheet over this one, and it's not as bad as the one without the sheet. So you kind of need a cloth and plastic to keep going, but the base itself of the plant is still green, so that means the tuber and the rhizome should be okay. And this is where flower was going to happen. When Yacon goes to flower, that's when it's time, or about the time. See the flower right there, kind of like a sunflower would be what would be forming there. And I almost had a flower in Missouri, and that is so awesome. If I would have only had another week, I would have had a flower. But have to accept what Mother Nature gives us and go ahead and harvest it. But you could take the Yacon and multiply it by, I'm not sure if after having this frost I can multiply it. You can cut it right here, and if this were healthy I could just remove the leaves here and see that little sprout there. I could bury it right here and hope that sprout comes out, or put roots up and down any of these divisions, kind of like any cutting that you do. But the plant is further back in the bed over there, and the plant is laying down, so let me go ahead and cut some of these branches off. I really don't want to do this, but it's time. You can see right here where one of the new rhizomes and mother tubers. This has both, like potatoes have a tuber, and you can reproduce it from that tuber. This has a rhizome, kind of called, a mother plant, and a tuber. One is edible and the other one is to reproduce the plant. And right here, this is coming from the mother, and there's another baby back here. That one's part of this plant too. This one here looks like I could go ahead and cut this up and reproduce the plant too. Maybe I'll do that too. Reproduce it from this stalk as a keeper. The name of this Yacon is Early White. And Yacon, you might be, and if you haven't been following along, I've got a number of videos on Yacon, and it's a tuber, the idea like a sweet potato or a potato, but it's a vegetable that's a ground root. And let me make sure this doesn't get hurt. This is a grapevine. It's kind of sweet, I've heard all kinds of, like carrot taste, celery taste, apple taste. It's called a ground apple also. But it basically is grown for the ideal of a sweet vegetable, where it has it's called inulin instead of sugar, and your body doesn't absorb the inulin, so it gives your brain the ideal that you just ate sugar, and your body uses the inulin differently. And feel around before I start. Here, there's a root. Look at all this mycorrhizal, the white fungi in here. This bed is full of the mycorrhizal fungi. That means the organic material is at work creating a great environment for this plant to grow. There's a root. That root went that way. This root, there's a big root. It's going over that way. And this is where the Yacon would form. See how this is swelling here? Let me give you more of a close-up. Okay, see where the root right here is swelling? This would be a Yacon forming, so that one's not going to form. And right here, this is a small one, and that's a Yacon. And that's one. Oh man, let's hope there's some big ones in here. The top one so far looks small. But I bet the big ones are hiding deep, deep, deep down in there. There's one. Can you see it? Good size. Oh, broke that one. So this is kind of like harvesting sweet potatoes. I'm going to go ahead and put my pitchfork in and see if I can uproot it some. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. Oh, there's a big one. Looks like this needed more time to grow. Let me show you this right here, the red part with the white. That's the mother. It's a rhizome that'll produce another plant. And this is the tuber, the storage tuber, like a potato or a sweet potato. And it looks like it could have had even more if I would have had more time. These guys need to be eaten pretty fast or processed into syrup or parboiled and frozen for storage. They don't have a good long shelf life of storage. Okay, let's try, this one's coming out of the ground right here. But it looks like this is a branch that fell over and it made its own roots and turned itself into another plant. See? So we could just put this in a pot and cut off some of the frost-bitten stuff and keep it growing. Okay, this is number 2. Looks like a couple plants and a couple small Yacon. Here's the name tag for it. This is Becca. B-E-K-A. That looks like that's it for this one. Looks like one broke off, or these are mamas right here, the white part, and these are the tubers, a mama and tubers. This one is late red Yacon. Anybody want some maple trees? Got an abundance of these guys sprouting. And there it is. Several storage tubers and pretty prolific on the mama rhizomes. Okay, here's a look at the results. Early white looks like it did the best at bulking up. Kajamarca, Kajamarca, has a good amount of tubers, carrot-like. Then this one is late red, and then Becca. Our weather being really hot this summer and really dry for a couple months that weren't normal may have affected this, but I'm not sure. But anyway it goes, I have Yacon, and this is a monster Yacon. Look at the size of this compared to my hand. But I'll close for now. Thank you for watching and have a great day.